news, my lovely, wonderful people. Mixed reaction has greeted the federal government cattle colony in Benue State. Remember when the former governor was there? Oh yes, he did not joke, with all that is happening now. He took it very personal and very serious. That was Samuel Otom. Oh no, he did not allow the same thing over and over again. And that was why we saw that the Fulanis, okay, attacked the state in no small way. Oh yes, Benue State was attacked left, right, and center. And at the end of it, we saw that things, was no longer the same. People suffered, people died. Not one, not 10, not 100. People died. And this is what the present governor, apparently we are hearing from the Fulanis, that they made an agreement that it will allow Fulanis to have their way. So what the federal government is agreeing with them now is that they will make a colony in Benue so that they will all work together. Benue will agree for the Fulanis to infiltrate into Benue. And the people of Benue now is resisting vehemently. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Mixed reaction greets federal government cattle colony in Benue State. During the week, the federal government stirred the honey nest at the latest development in Benue State when it announced plans to establish cattle colony in some states across the country. Our correspondent reported that Benue State is one among the 7 states to benefit from the gesture, which the federal government said was to permanently address the farmer-herder clashes and Fulani herdsmen infiltrating into the state. The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, who made the announcement, said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved the constitution of 1,000 houses in Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, and Benue States as part of a broad plan to address conflict in the north. Experts say a cattle colony holds great potential for befitting states, the livestock sector and farming community, apart from being built in like a shopping complex where cattle meat is taken out. The project, which is the colony described in the eyes of the federal government, will include facilities like school, clinic, veterinary clinic, and ranches. They said the establishment of a cattle colony will spring forth multiple effects in the value chain, which would impact positively on joblessness and take idle youths off the streets. Besides, it will rub on the economy of the state and boost income for not only petty traders, but also the transport sector, among other sectors. However, soon after Shettima's outing in Borno State, where he made the announcement, reactions from stakeholders in Benue State went viral on both mainstream and social media. One of the initial response came from the House of Representative member of the Giwe East, Giwe West Axis, who urged the federal government to re-establish, reinstate, and rebuild the destroyed homes of the displaced people in the state first, before building ranches. People have been displaced from their home, killed. Those people must first of all be settled. He also said why the settlement by the vice president to conceal specific information would benefit some people. Housing, first of all, for the state, for the people who have been displaced. Schools and facilities for children who have not been to hospitals and been to school for a long time as a result of Fulani's activities in the state have to be first of all addressed before you take care of the Fulanis. We knew it all along that Kashim will first of all settle his brothers, the Fulanis, before minding the people who have suffered a great deal in the hands of these Fulani herdsmen. Benue State has been one of the states that have been badly hit by the Fulani's activities. However, the federal government is coming only to think about themselves without considering what is going on in the state. So this is what is happening. So the Fulanis are looking at, of the federal government. Kashim Shettima is looking at establishing ranches for the state. is looking at how, these ranches, Fulanis can be settled. But, one of the representative of Benue State, one of the constituencies, said, it's a good idea, whatever you want to do, since Shettim, you've been able to convince Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go in this regards. No problem. But first of all, can you take care of the people? People have been displaced. Homes have been destroyed. Some children have not gone to school in the past, or God knows when. Hospitals, no hospitals. You want to put this money from the federal government, from the state, into settling the Fulanis. What about the people of the state who have gone through a lot? Some children are orphans. Some wives are widows. Some husbands are widowers. People are trying to struggle to stabilize. But yet, all you think about is the Fulanis settling. Let's settle the people who were first of all displaced. Let's ensure that we put this nation back in order first of all. If that's what you want to do, that's what you guys have chosen to do. Beating around the bush or boxing the air will not change things all of a sudden, but we can start from somewhere. First of all, settle the people in the state. This is the whole Buhari scheme. Buhari came in, and from the very first instant Buhari stepped in as president, he did not talk about, helping the country to regain back our position. He did not talk about putting things in place. Number one thing that came out from Buhari's mouth was Ruga. Remember the Ruga whole thing? Yeah, that was the first thing Buhari talked about. Establishing Fulani colony all over the 36 states of the Federation. And it was met with a stiff opposition, which the people fought against vehemently, saying that Nigerians cannot resist it. And that was the battle of insecurity that intensified all through Buhari's reign. Tinubu has come in. Shettima has been able to convince him that the Fulanis are the most important settlements that must be done before any other matters is addressed. And so he has identified 7 states, of which Benue, which has vehemently resisted Fulanis and their, cattle colonization. And because they put a law, that, you cannot roam free with your cattle. We know how Benue have suffered for that. And the new governor has made a pact with the same people to say, you know what, you can do whatever you want to do. So every effort and whatever has been fought, previously is all being cast to the dogs. So whether you like it or not, Nigeria, first of all, we need to get our priorities right. There are issues that need to be sorted. But what we think is important probably is the priority again. We're not putting it first. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.